Welcome to the Instagram stories for Wednesday, September 20th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. The biggest news of the day comes from the platform X, which we used to call Twitter, and it has to do with the service that we used to call Twitter Blue. X has the service X Premium, which is the equivalent of what we used to call Twitter Blue, where you would get access to a blue checkmark and some other add-on features for a monthly amount. However, only around 0.3% of Twitter users have signed up for X Premium, so less than 1% of all Twitter users. Elon Musk recently talked on an interview about the bot problem on Twitter and his plan to solve the bot problem by charging everyone for access to Twitter. Here's the clip from the interview, and by the way, I think this is the first time I've ever played a clip from Elon on this show. I could be wrong, but here's the clip.
This is actually a super tough problem, and it's probably really, I'd say that maybe the single most important reason that we're moving to having a small monthly payment for use of the X system is it's the only way I can think of to combat vast armies of bots, because a bot costs a fraction of a penny, call it a tenth of a penny. But if somebody even has to pay, a few dollars or something, some minor amount, the effective cost of bots is very high, and then you also have to get a new payment method every time you have a new bot. So that actually, the constraint of how many different credit cards you can find even on the dark web or whatever, and then prioritizing posts that are written by basically X Premium subscribers, and we're actually going to come out with a lower tier pricing. So it's, we want it to be just a small amount of money. This is and it's a longer discussion, but in my view, this is actually the only defense against vast armies of bots.
Frankly, I don't think that charging everyone for access to Twitter is going to be a good idea. Will it help the bots? Yes, perhaps. However, Threads now exists, and if you do not have a key differentiator to make yourself better than Threads, why would someone pay for your service? I am unclear on that. Hopefully the folks at X have a better plan for it than I do. We are going to take a quick break. When we come back, a small piece of Instagram news and some Canva news. So if you're somebody who uses Canva, be sure to stick around. Are you ready to monetize your social posts and ride the instant shopping trend? Check out BecauseILoveIt.com, known as Billy. I've connected with them recently, and I'm loving their vision to empower influencers. Whether you're on Instagram, TikTok, or any other platform, Billy is where you can create your own online store to feature products you love. The best part is that brands reward you with a commission on every sale. Easy as that. Visit BecauseILoveIt.com/Daniel Hill to join Billy and get $100 in free credits to share with your audience. Head over to the link in the show notes to learn more and sign up. And we're back. Let's get into the Canva news. Are you familiar with Canva? It is an excellent website and app for creating all kinds of graphics, whether you want to make Instagram stories or Instagram posts or covers for your Instagram reels or any other kinds of graphics. There are tons of images and different things that you can put in there. You can remove the background from your images. All kinds of graphical editing can be done within Canva. However, they do charge for the added features. So if you want to do basic things, it's free, but if you want to do more advanced things, you're going to have to pay. I'm talking about this because CapCut, which is an excellent video editing app, and I recommend it, I use it all the time, is coming after Canva. The TikTok video editing tool CapCut just rolled out a graphics editor that looks exactly like Canva and can make platform-friendly graphics for TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, etc., etc. It's not quite at the level of Canva yet, but the tool is entirely free. And since CapCut is so great, if you use Canva, you're going to want to check this out. I will link to it in the show notes so that you can do a little bit of testing, see how you like it, and potentially be prepared to ditch Canva. And in our last piece of news today, the head of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, posted in his broadcast channel that good news, broadcast channels are finally starting to roll out in the UK. He then proceeded to list some newly launched channels including Jamie Oliver and BBC's Doctor Who. If you're into broadcast channels and you like those things, definitely check those out. And if you live in the UK and you haven't had a chance to experiment with broadcast channels yet, they're a one-way method of communication where you can send messages to an audience. You can also add videos and photos and polls, but they cannot communicate back with you. They can only react using an emoji. It's an interesting concept. And lastly, before we end today's episode, I want to give a huge shout out to James Moritz, who left me a phenomenal review for the Instagram Stories podcast. He describes it as the best go-to podcast to keep an edge on social media. I love getting reviews like this. They really make me feel great. And most importantly, it helps other people to find the show. This kind of encouragement, you can't put a dollar value on it. Thank you so much to James for giving me a review. If you enjoy this show, please go on Apple Music, look for the Instagram Stories, and rate this show. It would mean so much to me. As always, thank you for listening, and be sure to come back next time for more Instagram news, TikTok news, social media strategy, and other things that I think you need to know.
Instagram news got you covered, sometimes even TikTok. Relevant platforms in the metaverse ahead of the wave, without a break or a pit stop. Still waiting for Zuckerberg to give me the big job. Pause. Use trademarks and logos with Insta's permission, of course. If you like the show and you gain some good info, maybe leave a review. It's a type of applause. Just drop me a message if you want to collab. If you got some good content or you want to run ads, at Daniel Hill Media is where I am. TikTok, Facebook and Instagram.